Welcome to the show.
I like to go to the shop to buy bread. When you buy bread, you need to buy butter, eggs, jam.
I didn't see, but I feel like information you can more Mafarata things on all of the
Exactly, Maria. One gonna get share on but
Maraga is strictly business. The sort of phone is saying about to lean a man.
business fail.
Yeah, I want to go well.
Sorry. Mzomnyama ahlanganeni. In 3 years to come, 4 years to come, Mtori Range, it will be big.
For what's so called the Cherish podcast. My name is Easy Dog, as if you already known about it, my name. So, but this time around, I want Mr. Moima to call me MJ to simplify the thing because of this alien name of being called Easy Dog. Maybe it's going to give him some difficulties. As I've already said, today I've got the legendary when it comes to these politicians and politics and so forth and so on. So, I would like us to welcome him with a round of applause. So, each and everyone who's listening or maybe who's viewing this, I would like us to welcome this the former councillor of our community, that is Mr. Moima, and I have no doubt about that because he was one of the dopest councillors ever in the community. Mr. Moima, you're welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Mr. MJ. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the compliments.
And I'm honored.
I'm very much humbled.
You're welcome. So, without any further ado, would you like? I would like us to talk about your personal stuff, or maybe the duties that you've been doing way back then. Take us through your journey of you being what you call the councillor. Was it so difficult, or maybe there were so many, or maybe there were any challenges regarding that?
Oh, let me greet all the viewers who are viewing this special podcast, and thank you very much for inviting me here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Merakwabo councillor. The duty of the councillor then, it was really difficult.
Is it?
Very, very, very difficult. You will remember that I became a councillor of New Yesterdays. It was then called Ward 13.
What they did?
Yeah, not Ward 14
Ward
now.
14,
because it changed from Ward 14 due to delimitation or a redemarcation of wards. And Yesterdays was divided.
Wow,
so then it was one Yesterdays. From Block A up until Block F4. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when I came in 2006, 1st of March, you will remember I came in March. And subsequent to the 3 months after coming in, South Africa was awarded World Cup.
World Cup, yeah. 2006, yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember vividly.
Yeah, you remember when Mandela went there, and then Mr. Joseph Blatter opened the envelope, says the World Cup goes to South Africa. Yeah, but we were so happy. Everybody in South Africa was so happy then. But the people didn't know the implication.
Yeah.
What was the implication?
The implication about all that.
Yes, because we were elected in March, 3 months down the line, in June, South Africa awarded the 2010 World Cup. Meaning, all the budgets were taken.
And then were supposed to be used on that.
You see?
Yeah.
So meaning there wasn't going to be any service delivery in our communities. The service delivery was going to happen where the World Cup, the visitors and so forth, upgrading of roads, the stadiums, new stadiums were to be built as well. Yeah, some were to be renovated or upgraded. In our area here, or in our townships, there were about 4 stadiums that were earmarked.
Yeah, yeah.
Both for renovation and development from the ground.
From the ground.
Yeah, Loftus was to be renovated.
Yeah.
Yeah, HMPJ Stadium in Mamelodi.
Mamelodi, yeah.
Yeah, that stadium was to be imploded, and then as a practice stadium for the other team from. And then the Atteridgeville Stadium, Super Stadium, which is today known as Masterpieces Morite Stadium. Yeah, it was also to be imploded and renovated. And in Soshanguve, that stadium.
Yeah.
And then there was another stadium, this OD Stadium, that was supposed to be also imploded and, you see, reconstructed. Those were 5 stadiums that were to be renovated or upgraded. But one stadium that was to be built was the Rainbow Stadium, which was not built.
Oh.
I cannot say where, but yeah, the Rainbow Stadium was not built.
Okay.
Yeah, because even some of the stadiums that were supposed to be upgraded were not upgraded because the funds were not there. But we had a hard time. I'm just trying to show you that we had a hard time as the councillors who came in 2006. Yeah, we had a it was very difficult to get money to develop our more especially the communities that were backward in terms of development. We never catch up. We didn't catch up with other areas. But the prospect of catching up were there, and the chances of catching up were there. It's unfortunate that we were taken out before we could catch up.
All right, then. So, as I've already realized that you are well learned when it comes to this, what you call the movement and the tasks of this what's so called the cabinet members or maybe the MP members. Would you like? How about you? How about you, like telling us or maybe taking us from the presidency and say, for instance, enlighten us about the portfolios of the MP members up until the ground, or maybe the ground for the members being us the civilians or maybe the public. Say, my point is, would you like? I want you to enlighten us or maybe educate us about the duties of those MPs. Step by step up until the ground floor, because of we stuck when it comes to this what you call the education or maybe the information, so to speak, because of, say for instance, in our communities, someone may be confused in a manner of saying councillor instead of mayor, or mayor instead of councillor. You understand my point? So what's the duty of mayor, or what is the duty of councillor, the MPs, or maybe the premiers, the ministers? Take us through that.
Okay. I think that is a good question, a very good question, because as a councillor or as a politician, you must know the system inside out.
Inside out, yeah.
You must absorb the system. The system must not absorb you. You see, you must absorb the system. Know the government. You must know the government. Because each and every one has his or her competence. Area of competence. Like we have 3 arms of the state. And then we have 3 legs of the state.
3 arms of the state and 3 legs of the state.
And then we have 2 eyes of the state.
2 eyes.
I summarize it like that. The 3 arms of the states. It is the parliament, the executive, which comprise of the cabinet, and the president, and then it's also the judiciary, the magistrate, and the constitutional court, which is the supreme of.
That is the 3 arms.
The 3 arms, and then the 3 legs of the state is the national government, the provincial government,
and
the
also
local government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the three legs.
Yeah. And then
what
the
about
two
the
eyes. The two eyes is the security, safety and security,
Safety, security.
the police,
and also
and then also the soldiers, the
that-
defense.
The defense. Oh,
You cannot have this, all these things, the arms of the state, the legs of the state, and not secure them. And
yes.
secure the subject,
The subject
of those.
of those. Yeah. Okay. That's
Now coming to, I'm trying to just to summarize your give context to your question.
To make question. Okay.
Yeah. The president in this country, we don't vote for the president.
We don't vote for the president.
Yes, we don't vote for the president. In South Africa, our democratic system or electoral system, to be precise, doesn't give us the right or the power to choose
the president.
Yeah. It allows us to vote for
the president.
No, for political parties.
Political parties. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Meaning like the president should be part and parcel of the political party.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when you can elect.
Yeah. Okay. We don't elect. No. There is no way. The current system of the previous elections, it gives the independent candidate to stand. As independent candidates for national government, for provincial governments, the municipal governments, the local governments. It has been like that for quite some time before this one. But in this country, no one votes for a member of parliament as an individual member of parliament, or vote or elect, or a president. No, the electoral system here, our democracy, is somehow flawed. You vote for a political party, and then when those political parties converge, where at the national level, at the parliamentary level, or at the provincial legislature level, when they converge, those elected representatives, they sit, and then they
elect the one who's going to represent them.
Who's going to be the president, who's going to be the chief whip or the speaker. You see?
Yeah.
And then subsequent to that, after electing the president by parliament or provincial legislature and so forth, the president appoints
his candidate, or maybe should I say he appoints his
ministers
and so forth.
Ministers in the cabinet. That is what we call the executive.
And after the executive,
then you see, after the elections, after every elections, the parliament meets. The parliament, after when it meets, the first things to do is to elect through the sitting presided by the Chief Justice, from the Constitutional Court. They elect the president, and they elect the speaker, they elect and so forth. You see? And the president elect his cabinet, the ministers. Now, the question is, I have to take you through that process. The very same process of electing the president applies to the very same process to appoint the premier in the provincial legislature. The very same process applies to appointment of the executive mayor or the mayor in the local government. That's the very same. It's a universal principle or a unitary principle, because South Africa is a unitary state. It's not a federal state. What applies there at the top also applies at the intermediate level, at the provincial level, and also at the ground level, the local government level. Now, the functions of the president. The parliament and the presidency, the local government, all structures of government, the machinery of the government, established in terms of section 106.
From the Constitution.
From the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. I usually 108. I usually tell people to read this.
To read that book,
Yeah.
so that you can know.
You must understand this book more than you understand the verses of the Bible. Because this book, it contains what governs your life every day.
Governs my life. Isn't that difficult? This book.
This one is simplified.
Or simplified.
Yeah, there is very much simplified, and it was given freely. I don't know if
I still remember
available.
vividly. It was given freely.
Yeah.
Way back in the days, I was.
There is a Setswana one, Sikosa one, and so forth and so forth. You can read it in Setswana, you can read it in Sepedi, and all official languages is available.
All right.
So I recommend that people must read the constitution of their country and understand it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now the presidency is established in terms of this Act 108 of 1996.
Okay.
The president has got 15 powers or responsibilities. Ne?
Yeah.
The one president must accent and sign bills.
He must accent and sign.
Assent, not accent. Assent.
Assent,
Yeah,
yeah.
kora ore assign melao.
Or assent and sign bills. Yes.
Bills, yeah. Like Malowana sign bargaining that act, Bella, Bella bill.
Bella bill.
Yeah, and I sign Omumbara, I say the president, I sign that. Yeah, it's always a one. Kimmerwa president. President also tasking we are is to appoint ministers.
Ministers, yeah.
Yeah.
We are choice, yeah.
Yeah, we are choice with consultation the political party.
Obviously.
Yeah. And then but when I say appoint, also in the reverse, he has got the right to dismiss. Yeah. When I say he has got the right to assent and sign, he's got the right also to refuse to sign.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he can refuse to sign a bill and refer it back to Parliament or refer it to the Constitutional Court.
So that they can sign.
No, so that they can review certain portion that he is not happy with.
All right. And so that when it comes back, that's when he can sign.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can send it back to Parliament for review of certain section, or he can send it to Constitutional Court to provide clarity on the legality of certain sections.
Okay. Maybe there are some clause
That he is not
happy with.
Yeah, he's not happy with, or he's not sure of. And then he can send it to the Constitutional Court to give more clarity about it and so forth. The constitutionality of that section or that act and so forth. So if he has got the power to accent, he's got also the power not to accent and maybe refer it to certain. He's got the power to declare the state of emergency.
Yeah. Because of if you say he's got a power to that, I still remember when was it? 2019. Yeah, he's got a power to say, I want you to. When was it? Was it the COVID-19? Was it COVID-19?
When he was declaring the state of disaster,
yeah.
he's got also the right to declare the state of disaster. 2020.
2020, yeah.
2020, yeah.
So he's also got that right to tell us when and how to protect ourselves. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. And he's got the right to declare war.
Like really?
Yeah.
I thought that the one who's got the right to declare war is the one who's
the minister
of defense.
No, this is the president. No, the president is the commander of the National Defense Force.
He's the commander. That's what I heard. But, okay, meaning the commander of the defense force. So, who is capable of arresting the president? Maybe if the president have done something, or maybe if they have done the frail deed. So, who's capable of arresting him? Isn't the armed force or maybe the Minister of Defense who's got that right to arrest
the Minister of Defense, the soldiers?
The soldiers.
No.
Who's got the right
No,
to arrest
the police.
The police.
Yeah.
They are the ones who got the right to arrest him.
Yeah, they've got the right to arrest the president.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know in terms of the ranks,
yeah.
who the general or who the lieutenant or the colonel, but you see, when the president is being arrested, he is afforded opportunity to hand himself. Firstly. Yeah. They don't just go and arrest the president in a Hollywood style. You see, with the cameras, the media. Not the president is, it's not done like that. It must be done with the respect because he's the head of state. So even the police that are sent to the president must be police of a high profile. I look at that way. You must remember when Zuma was to be arrested, they said he must hand himself. You understand? When the former president, Mr. Jacob Zuma, was to be arrested, they said, and indeed, he handed himself. You see, after tug of war, he just handed himself. You see? But he is arrested by the police because they are the one who has the right by law to effect an arrest. Even you as a citizen, somehow you've got a citizen rights to effect an arrest, but you can't arrest the president.
And if my memory still serves me well, was it DRC, because of the president of DRC way back in the days was arrested? Was he arrested by the defense or somehow the police, because of the rebels somewhere there? And the office of that president was took over by the defense. So meaning, if the president is being arrested, the one who's responsible for the office will be the defense, not the police.
I know that situation you are talking about is the situation of the coup.
Okay.
What
so
we call menolopus.
Like the coup
coup d'etat, the overthrowing of the government. You see, taking of political power by military, by force. And in most cases, it is being done by the military. And then those who are leading the overthrowing, taking of the government by power, military power. Most of the time, I haven't seen any country where the police are taking political power.
Is it?
Yeah, most of the time is the military. It's the military. So
why
they take that, and then the very same military, they may put a civilian as the acting president, or they may take one of the military generals as one of the head of the state. They usually do that. But back to the powers of the president. The president has also the power to appoint ambassadors. They go to different countries. The president has also the power to receive welcome consular and diplomatic representatives from other countries. And the president has also the right to confer honors. To give honors.
To give honors.
To give honors. Like the order of Mapungube, the order of the Friends of O.R. Tambo. The president say, no, you are a hero. I give you this. In this country, you are a hero. You've done a sterling job. You see, I'm giving you this honor. So the president has got those powers.
Those powers. Same applies as the queen or the king.
In England.
I'm honored to have you because of you are giving me information that I was not aware of.
And the president is also the head of the executive, the cabinet. The president presides over the cabinet. He is the chair of the cabinet. Yes. The ministers, in the first place, the ministers, because he appointed the ministers, they account to him. I don't say they don't account to Parliament. The ministers, the executive, including the president, the deputy president, the deputy ministers, they account to Parliament. I'm not talking about the functions and powers of the Parliament. I'm talking about in particular of the president. Yeah, the ministers account to the president because he's the one who has appointed. Yeah, and then the ministers, the president has to give orders. He's got the right also to reshuffle. As much as he's got the prerogative to fight.
I'm honored to have you. I'm honored to have you because of I've been like longing to have such a person, or maybe a person like you, so to educate me when it comes to this stuff of politics and stuff. Because of I'm not fond, or maybe I'm not well informed when it comes to that. Because of even the ranks when it comes to the police, I don't know how to differentiate between the lieutenant, the sergeant. No, I'm just saying the police. That's
To differentiate, they have got their own signals. They use there are signals that they use. What do they call it? Insignia, something like that. They call it insignia also. But I'm not that much conversant with those. But the top of them, the top of them all is the general.
The general,
obviously.
obviously.
Is the general and the others one. But it is there for anybody to Google and search and find out the ranking system of South African police and the soldiers. But the top of the police is a general. Yeah, because I think it is also required that before you become a commissioner, you must have been a general. You can't just be a provincial commissioner or a national commissioner being a captain. You must be promoted first. So the responsibilities of the president, they also filter down to the provincial premier. But at a provincial level. The president has got the right to establish a commission of inquiry. Like it was established in the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. But the caution, I'm raising that one last because there's been a controversy around the powers of the president to establish a commission of inquiry. And then it was cautioned, what if the president is implicated? Or the president is the suspect.
He's a suspect to do that. So he won't like he won't be like treated as a victim because of he's the one who appointed that commission.
No.
So like you can't be implicated.
No, there is suspect, and in fact it's obvious that might happen. That if the president is implicated or the president is the prime suspect, and then how can the president appoint a commission of inquiry to investigate himself? So meaning he's going to appoint people who are
close to him,
who are going to sympathize with him. You see? But it was cleared by the Constitutional Court what must happen. The Constitutional Court Judge, Chief Justice, recommend to the President who must appoint as one, and that person must appoint the fellow commissioners in the Commission of Inquiry in a situation where the President is implicated or is a prime suspect. You see? The Chief Justice must tell the President, you must appoint this one. The Chief Justice must appoint
himself.
Must appoint. No, not himself. Must appoint somebody. And then that person, the president must sign for that person is appointed, and that person must appoint the people who are going to work with him.
Okay.
Like Chief Justice Zondo was appointed by Chief Justice Mogoeng.
Yeah.
And then he subsequently appointed people who worked with him to go and serve in the commission of inquiry in the state capture, which was implicating the president.
Yeah. And of which that was the good idea anyway, that you won't like be the one who's responsible for implicating the one, or maybe appointing the commission, or maybe the commissioner, and so that he will be the one who's been working with you. So it does give something like a logic.
Yeah, it does not circumvent interference. You see, also it doesn't deal with a conflict of interest. Yeah. So where there is a situation of conflict of interest, I think the constitution, our constitution, has been clear in terms of applications of certain principles. It has been clear. There is no such thing that a president, when implicated, can compromise the commission of inquiry by appointing his lapdogs.
Yeah. So, Mr. Moima, what are you doing like at the recent moment?
Currently, I am helping our current ward councillor. I'm serving in the ward committee. I'm heading the department of economic development, township economy. We have plus minus 3 months in the office. I will say it's 1 month if I don't count November and December, because it's only 1 month. It's 3 months because the festive season took up the time for us. We couldn't, because we couldn't do anything. Even the councillors were going for a recess. And then I am also serving in the board of Lesedi Self-Help Association of Disabled People, somewhere in New Yester's Block A. You know, the first place that was the Mashiko's Mushari or coal yard. In Block A. Along the street, motor shop, motor butchery, the clinic, that beer garden hall street, somewhere in the west of our clinic. I'm saving that there is an organization called the Leshad in short. They are dealing with the disabled people. I am there. But I have dealt with to your questions, I have dealt with the national, the functions of the president, the function of the premier, because I said the premier replicates what the president is doing, but at the provincial level. Because the premier can also establish a commission of inquiry. You remember that one of that disaster of about 100 and something people died. What do they call that? It was established by then Premier Makura. The disabled people died because they were
transferred from different
different NGOs, and then Makura established a commission of inquiry into that. And many other commissions of inquiries have been established, like the commission of inquiries into state buildings occupied illegally in the CBDs in Joburg. The Premier of Gauteng also established a commission of inquiry into that. Also, the fire that burned a certain building there and killed many people there. No, right in the CBD, Joburg CBD.
In that building, I don't remember what to call them.
The Premier also established a commission of inquiry. The Premier can appoint the members of the Executive Council. Members of the Executive Council, MECs. They are executive members, though at the provincial level. And the Premier can also, all those things that are done by the President, but at a provincial level,
are done by
Yeah, the premier has got the powers to do those things. Yeah.
Okay. Meaning like he's making things easier for the president.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that is his jurisdiction. Yeah. Now, the local government where I was, where I served for quite a long time.
Yeah.
You see, some people I did not serve. I want to correct this thing. I did not serve in local government starting in 2006. I started in local government in 1994 on the 8th of August.
Yeah. Meaning it was before that.
Yeah. There was this thing they called LGNF, local government negotiating forums. Yeah. The local government negotiating forums, there were negotiations as much as there were negotiations at the top there. At CODESA multi-party conference, there were also local government negotiating forums in every jurisdiction. Our local government negotiating forums was at the current Temba Urban Council. Yeah. Because if you'll remember, that council only served Temba.
Only served Temba.
Yeah, I didn't serve any other, only Temba as a township. So about 52 villages in this Moretele. Moretele, there is Moretele 1 and Moretele 2. Moretele 2, Bomarapian and so forth. Then there is this Moretele, Boletele, Bolanchokwe, Lebotwani, Moretele and so forth. Nesesponto Dartag Maubane, Hahabedi. Those villages, they were part of a local government negotiating forum. We wanted to establish a local government structure in Moretele, based in Temba here. The negotiations started in 1994. Yeah, I was from this side, from the southwestern side of Hamaskral or of Temba. Yes, the rest of I was the chief negotiator. So I started there in 1994.
Meaning, before you become a councillor, you were one of those negotiators when it comes to that. So meaning like you were well, should I say, informed or maybe well armed when it comes to the knowledge of this what we call the system around the government.
Yeah, because there were certain courses that we attended at the University of Pretoria then on public administration and local government. Before that, we started in 1993 during the negotiations. And we were taken through what is local government, how does it function for a year. In yesterday's year, there were three people who were taken through. It was me, it was Mr. Peter Madisha, it was Mr. Freddy Matibe. We were taken, Mr. Freddy Matibe and Mr. Peter Madisha, they attended at the University of Witwatersrand. I attended at University of Pretoria, from 1993 to 1994. And then when we completed, I was deployed to LGNF Moretele in Temba. And then we negotiated up until the first local government elections in 1995. Those elections, local government I think they took place in December. I don't remember it was the 1st of December or the 5th of December. 1995. They were the first local government elections in South Africa. So, and they were called the interim local government structures for 5 years. But remember, our municipality was called, this one that we wanted to establish was not accepted, was not proclaimed. Instead, a totally new structure was proclaimed, the Eastern District Council. The Eastern District Council took all these areas, the 52 areas in Morete,
that you dealt with,
plus the other areas in Odi, Harankua, Mavopane, Klepkat, you see Jericho and the others. They formed until that other side, Bobetani, and then it formed a border with Rustenburg district municipality. Now, the whole area from the border with Rustenburg, it formed the Eastern District Council.
Eastern District Council.
Yeah, we had a district municipality, which was called EDC. Unfortunately, I was not part of it, but we had our first councillor, Mr. Donald Motwa.
Yeah,
the brother of the current incumbent.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the first councillor.
Oh, meaning it runs in the blood.
You can say that. Yeah,
it runs in the blood.
Yeah, and then after him, he served as a councillor from 1995 up until 2000.
Yeah.
And then we had the second councillor. That was Mr. Patrick Mpulo Nkwana, no popularly known as Mr. Melody. Yeah. He served from 2000 up until 2006. But we had a problem.
Yeah.
You see, the two municipalities, the Eastern District Council, which was abolished, did not have, they started a municipality out of nothing. It did not have a grader, it did not have a tipper, it did not have a bank account, it did not have an office. It was operating from the old offices of Brett's municipality. You know Brett's?
Yeah, Brett's.
Next to Okasi.
Brett's Bapong.
Yes. So the Eastern District Council was housed by Brett's municipality, local municipality. It operated from there. Yeah.
Okay.
It had no tipper, it had no grader, it had no bank account. When it was established, it had to establish its own bank account.
From the way it goes.
Yeah. So that's why it was not effective.
Yeah.
Then it has to be done away with. Then we were brought into Tshwane, Greater Tshwane Metro Municipality. But we were not directly brought in. We were, in terms of local municipality, we belong to Tshwane. In terms of the province, we belong to Northwest. That is what they called cross-border municipality. You see?
Yeah.
Meaning, we had a councillor who was sitting in Tshwane, Gauteng.
Yes.
But provincially, we belong to
Northwest
for 5 years. Remember, first 5 years, we had a municipality which was incompetent, dysfunctional, couldn't even deliver anything.
In the service,
Because when we said we wanted a Moretele municipality, when we were at LGNF, Local Government Negotiating Forum, we wanted the municipality that will relate with Tshwane. That will be maybe a sub-council or a sub-district or a local municipality to Tshwane.
Yes.
Why? Because the economic viability of our areas was with Tshwane. Our economic base was with Tshwane. Most of our people were working there. The tax base of our people was going that side. It was not going west. It was going south.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. The flow of our tax system. And even the economic activity and everything was going south, not west. And then, unfortunately, that was overlooked, and a different municipality was, and we were proven right. It couldn't deliver anything from 1995 up until 2000. You see?
Yeah.
That's my background with the local government.
Yeah.
And came 2000. They confirmed indirectly what we were saying.
Yeah.
They created a cross-border municipality.
Yeah.
Our council belonged to Tshwane, but we belong to
Northwest.
During those 5 years, the province, the Northwest province in particular did not give the municipality of Tshwane any budget to develop its own area as required by law.
Like really?
Yes.
Or maybe it was because of it didn't fall under the same municipality, or maybe it was something else.
No, look. Where does the budget of municipalities, other portions of the budget come from? From the municipality. Where does the money for the municipality come from? There is what we call the MIGs, the Municipal Infrastructure Grant.
Yes.
They come from the province.
From the province.
Yeah. That is the Municipal Infrastructure Grant that lied in the coffins, or in the coffers, I mean, not coffins, coffers of the Northwest. Our portion had to be given to Tshwane. So Tshwane can
deliver.
Yeah.
Right.
So they didn't do that.
It was difficult then.
You see?
Yeah, it was difficult then.
That's why I'm saying, though we had a problem with the capacity of our councillor then, being Mr. Melody, we had a capacity problem, a competency problem, but also the other problems were systematic. Some of the problems were systematic institutional problems. You see? Because if you have institutional and systematic problems, and on the other hand you have a capacity and competency problem, what will you get out of it? Nothing.
So how did you crack in from being Northwest into being Gauteng, what municipality? Municipality active, because of what I've heard from you is like you were two-sided. So
yeah,
how did you crack into being into Tshwane, so to speak?
That is the power of the people. You see, when people are politically active, they can make changes.
Yeah.
When they are politically active, they are united in their voice. That can change the situation. Yeah. Remember, we were not alone. It was not only yesterdays. It was New Yesterdays, Stengwater, Temba, you see? Osuruman.
Yes.
And then Mabopani and Harangu, ending with Harangu. We had a structure then, they called it Odimoretele region, SANCO, South African National Civic Organization. I was the chairperson of that structure. I was the chairperson of the region. Our offices were there at Mabopane Central City. Then we made a petition to the Northwest and to the national minister. Then was Signi Mafumadi. We made a petition to the national minister, told him about the situation of the Eastern Belt problems, political problems that our people were receiving, the frustration and so forth. And then the minister promised us that come the elections in 2000, the whole areas will be integrated into Gauteng. And indeed it happened. It happened in 1998, towards the end of 1998. And when we were going to the elections in 1999, I mean in 2000, it was already a done deal. Because of the petition from the people.
Meaning that the petition is more powerful.
It's a powerful tool that people can use.
So apart from this, do you like music? What kind of music do you like?
I like a variety of music. I like gospel. My favorite gospel singer is Mary Baker.
Rebecca, the doctor one.
Dr. Rebecca Malupe. But I like other songs from other artists because there are also some good pieces of music from various artists. But my favorite one who touched me is Dr. Rebecca Malope. And then I also like reggae.
Reggae.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Meaning like reggae, because of it, they say reggae, it has a good message around it, or maybe it's because of the rhythm.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. The rhythm is strong.
Yeah.
And then the lyrics are radical.
Yeah.
Are very radical, are revolutionary.
Yeah.
My favorite artist there, I do have Benny Spear, I like him. Bob Marley, I like him. You see, I'm old school.
Old school, yeah.
But my top two favorite is Lucky Dube the late and then Peter Tosh the late.
Wow. Yeah. Those are the legends.
Yeah,
those
I
are
like
the legends.
Yeah, and I also like jazz. They are good, Stanley Tarantine and so forth. I listen to jazz. Sly Losolota is one of my best artists. Though these days he's no longer producing, I don't know what's happening with him.
Maybe he's sitting at home and then enjoying his royalties.
I think he's cooking something.
Yeah. So, during your spare time, would you be one of those guys who can be a motivator, or maybe helping the youth, especially taking them through the channel and educating them about this, what you call the politics and so forth and so on? Because of, like me, I know nothing about the politics.
Yeah.
So if maybe during your spare time, would you be so kind and help us going through this, the politic knowledge and so forth and so on, maybe being more informed, because of it's like a woman is shattered when it comes to the politics.
Yeah, there's been many approaches from the youth that who approached me, requested certain information, many, and for many years, not only for this year or last year, for many years. It happened mostly when I came out of the municipality. When they had problem, they come to me. Even before I came here, I had 2 young people. That's why I came here. I was not late. You
were not late.
I was on time. Yeah, I had 2 young people who were at my place. They came at a different place, at a different times. They are the one who delayed me. They were asking something about governments and so forth and so forth. The tenders, the funding and so forth. It's something that I'm giving a thought of doing it, empowering people. But you see, I want to, my view is to empower them through this department that I am allocated, the economic development portfolio. For now, this is what I want. If you see, I am only giving, I can say it's 1 year.
1 year, yeah, okay.
From now on. Yeah, because we come in, there is already a budget allocated. We cannot change or adjust that budget. You see, up until the end of June 2025.
June, July, some of the year.
This year, 2025. From the beginning of July, the new financial year of the municipality starts there. You must remember that the financial years of the municipality starts in July.
In July, the first.
Yeah. Now we are in the 3rd quarter. Of the financial year. We are towards the 3rd quarter of the financial year, and then we cannot change anything.
You can't.
The only thing that we can say is look what we have
and
use it, but I don't think we have anything, because I have also scrutinized and inquired. We don't have anything
so far.
You see, so far. Now, because we are in the budgetary process of the municipality right now, we are bargaining for certain things, for funding of small businesses.
Of which it's a good initiative. That one.
Well, the small, and let MJ, we can have a freedom. I want to be honest with you and with the viewers out there. we can have a freedom. Freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of expression, freedom to wear whatever you want to wear, to say whatever you want to say. Ne? But if you don't have economic freedom,
that is the most important.
You are still
You are
oppressed.
Still oppressed because of if you are not financially fit, what are you going to do with the situation? Because of you are not fit.
I tell many people that, you see, I'm not justifying it, and I condemn it. The GBV that is so prevailing in our communities and our households. You see, the GBV, gender-based violence, that needs to be condemned.
Yeah.
But you cannot compare the mindset, the character, the attitude, the culture of Africans with the culture of the Westerns. We are different from them. Yes, we are humans, but we are different in terms of mindset, culture, attitude, and so forth. We are totally different. Ne? In our case, it's unfortunate that poverty is leading to crime, is leading to GBV, is leading to drugs, is leading to all. It's poverty.
It's poverty.
You see?
Because of
why is it that when a man is frustrated, a man finds solace in taking beer? Why is it that way?
Because of
his attitude.
His attitude, because of his telling himself that maybe this is gonna ease my mind.
You see?
Yeah.
That's true. That's the reality with us here. That's the reality. Now, the level of poverty, the level of lack of economic activity, and the level of lack of economic development creates poverty.
Poverty. Yeah, that is true.
If we don't create economic development, if we don't create economic activity, no one will get out of the violence.
And everything.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah. And if you look in many African states where there's been coup d'etat, overthrowing of governments by force, it was because of the levels of poverty were high.
Yeah. That one I can agree with.
Not only in Africa, also in Latin America.
Yes.
Yeah. In Latin America, that's the situation. Where the levels of poverty are high, there's been...
There is too...
Look at Haiti. Haiti, yeah. Haiti is an island in the Caribbean. The level of poverty in that country.
Yeah.
But is that country governable? You see, it is being run by gangsters right now, as we speak.
Yes.
Poverty.
Yeah. Poverty.
Now, if we don't clamp on poverty, we are sitting on a time bomb.
And it will destroy us.
Yes, all of us.
The way. Because of how can you think while this you are hungry?
If your neighbor is hungry, you can't sleep.
You can't sleep.
How do you sleep when your neighbor is hungry? That neighbor will come and steal.
Obviously. So that he can enrich.
You will have a problem. So that's why we say, for humanitarian grounds, don't be happy when your neighbor is not below the age of 35 and 18,
yes.
And then group them together 10, and then we make something successful, a business that is successful for them.
And from that, they will be employing more and more.
Yes. You see, I will say at least this 10, I have given them, help them to be economically active, to feed themselves, to clothe themselves. You see, they are able to take themselves to the doctors. They are able to feed other families.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at least you have been that situation will be doing something good, and then at least you will be elevating, or maybe dealing with poverty, or maybe say for instance hunger, so to speak.
Yeah.
So
one issue that we haven't dealt with, MJ, before we conclude, what are the powers of the executive mayor and the councillor? You know, in terms of the law.
Oh, there's a difference between executive mayor and a mayor.
Yeah.
Or the one who's reporting to the executive one is the mayor. The mayor is...
No. The executive mayor is that of the metros. Yeah, we have categories of municipalities. We've got local municipalities. We've got district municipalities. We've got metro municipalities. Metro municipal like Cape Town is a big city.
Yeah, megalopolis.
Yeah. That big city is called a metro. It has got its jurisdiction. It includes certain townships.
Yeah.
eThekwini, Durban, also, Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You see, it's also a metro. In Gauteng, we've got, I think, 3 metros. It's the only province that has got 3 metros in South Africa. It's Gauteng, Ekurhuleni, and Tshwane. Now, a mayor is a mayor to a local municipality or a district.
Yeah.
That is a mayor. Executive mayor is that of a metro.
Okay, now
you understand. Now, there is a difference between a mayor or executive mayor and a council. If you look to this act, the Local Government Municipal Structures Act, that is Act number 117 of 1998. Even if you look into the Constitution, it doesn't give you any clue as to what are the responsibilities of a council. What is the councillor in fact doing? What is his duties or her duties?
No wonder why the community is always confused.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Or meaning like the constitution is the one who's responsible for that. We can't blame the councillors.
No, we can. The act of interpretation of the act is the one that gives us what is the councillor responsibilities.
Oh, okay.
Because the Municipal Systems Act, Structures Act, there is a lot of pieces of legislation that governs the municipality. One, it is the Constitution, 108, Act of 1996, which gives the establishment to local governments. And then it's also the Municipal Structures Act, this Act 117 of 1998 is the Municipal Systems Act, number 32. There is Municipal Development Facilitation Act. There is a DORA Act, Division of Revenue Act. Municipal Finance Management Act. There is also Intergovernmental Relations Act, that is Cooperative Act. There is also Administrative Justice Act. All those laws together, they complement they complement the administration, the functions of the municipality. Any municipality, local, district, or executive. I mean, metro. Now, let us come to the functions
of
the executive mayor. This act, the Municipal Structures Act, says, in our case, I'm speaking in our case, the executive mayor is to identify the needs of the community.
The needs of the community.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the council.
Yeah, you are talking about the executive
mayor.
Yes.
The first priority is to identify the needs of the community, prioritize them, recommend them to council, and also ensure that they are budgeted for and allocated funds, and they are also integrated into the strategic development plans of the municipality, known as the IDP, Integrated Development Plan of the municipality, IDP. Yeah, you see, it talks about the mayor. Now, from the interpretation of the law, we understand that the councillors have to feed into the mayor. They are a feed into the mayor. They are the conveyor to the mayor. They take the information of the community needs to the mayor. Because the act stipulates very clear. It tabulates very clear the functions of the executive mayor, the committees that are established by the council, the function of the council as a collective body of politicians. That is a collective body of all councillors, PR councillors and ward councillors. So it gives the functions of the responsibilities of those structures, but it does not give function response of a councillor as a ward councillor.
As an individual.
Only the executive mayor.
All right. That is clear. I understand now. Meaning like he is the one who's gonna report, or he's the one who's gonna take the message to the councillor, what the needs and what the service delivery needed by the
councillor. Our councillor is the eyes and feet of the executive mayor and the council as a body.
Okay. Understood. To wrap it up, so for today, maybe we're gonna need you some other time.
Okay.
And to wrap it up for today, so I would like you to tell the viewers, especially them learners, those who made it and those who didn't make it.
The matric learners.
So what's your message towards them, and especially for those who didn't make it because of the stress and everything, because of some are not strong enough to deal with that situation. So at least try to enlighten them.
I would like to start with those who didn't make it, because I know it affects them emotionally. And then my children, this is not the end of the world. And then it doesn't matter how many times a person falls. You can fall 100,000 times. But what matters the most is how many times do you rise. You see? How many times do you rise? So if you fall today, rise. If you fall tomorrow, rise. Don't fall and fall forever.
It doesn't work like that.
You see? So it's not the end, and it does not mean that the opportunities are closed. You see, some people think that if I failed matric or I didn't make it in matric, it means life ends for me. It's not a train smash.
No.
They can go to the TVET college, and let me tell you, the people who've got job opportunities are not those who have bachelor degrees. Are those who are coming from the TVET. Those who are coming from the TVET, who've got the skills, motor mechanic, motor body repair and so forth, they are the ones who can create jobs and find jobs very quickly than those who are coming from the... How many doctors in South Africa do we have who have degrees, who are unemployed?
Plenty.
How many people who have degrees are unemployed today in South Africa?
Plenty.
So the kids who did not make it, they must take it somehow as a blessing in disguise. They must venture to other direction, look to other direction, and they can find life somewhere. There is life somewhere for them, and they are special, very special. And not that those who pass, they are not special.
They're not special.
I am saying also God has given them that route. They must follow that route. They must make the best out of it. And we thank them for making us proud. We thank them a million times for making us proud again. In as much as the passing rate has increased by 6.6%. As compared to the more than 5 years back, we have never reached this milestone. So that's a good thing for them, and then I wish them all the best. Those who made it and those who didn't make it, I wish them all of the best.
All right. So on that note, I would like to say thank you, and I've been honored to have you on this another edition of what you call charity podcast. So as I've already emphasized, maybe we will tell you more and more what you call information. So we're gonna tell you more and more information when you grab the information outside, and then we're gonna call you upon, and so that you can come and share us the knowledge of what you've been learning all this time.
Let me give thanks to the viewers at home. And the viewers, they must share this information. They must also share this podcast and promote this podcast.
They share,
like and so forth. You say I'm old school.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to this podcast. They must populate this podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's very much important. Not only because I am here. Even when other guests have been invited here. And then I would like to thank you, MJ, and then your team for creating this platform. I can say I was shocked when I was invited that I must come here. It's me who has to thank you because I feel very much honored. I'm very much humble, and then I couldn't deny this because I never thought Bana Bamohai, they've got such creative mindset that we can create our own podcast to give the public information, also create certain opportunities or show some opportunities. That's why I'm encouraging without favor, in fact, I can say I favor you. I don't fear anybody out there, I favor you. This must grow.
Thank you.
If it can grow to 15 million before the end of this year, I'll appreciate it.
We will.
Thank you. This is a good platform.
Yeah, it's a platform whereby we interact with people.
Thank you very much.
I thank you. Thank you. Ke msimana wa ntla wa Motsonga wa ukhatla khosira wa khatla kere 21 Gasul King Saval.
Yeah. It's Timmy Turner from 016 in Team Pitur. Get it.
Hey yo, it's a boy Kuka PTA Kamargamba Team Pitur. You know who it is from Guru.
Check Max 012. It's a boy DJ Young Master. I want to get new master.
Yo, this is the ghost, the one and only.
EAZIDAWG on your favorite podcast, charity podcast. Rowena Kawena.